Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pay Classes. Today we are going to solve question number 13 till question number 18 of string chapter. So let us start doing it. So question number 13 says you have to input any three words name and print out as following. For example, if you input Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, then the output will be MK Gandhi, M Gandhi K, KM Gandhi, K Gandhi M, Gandhi MK and Gandhi KM. So there are 6 types of output of a single name, and this name will contain total 3 words. So in this program we are going to use index of. Till now in the previous programs we never use index of. In this program we are going to use the index of string function. So first I will write the program for you and then I will explain you. So let us create a class S13, that is strings question number 13. I'll write the skeleton first. Class S13 public void will take the name in variable A. It is done. Now if you see thoroughly, for the first print statement, that is MK Gandhi, it is M first letter of the first word, K the first letter of the second word, and Gandhi the last word completely. So you can see first is M, K, then Gandhi. Next one is M, Gandhi, K, then K, M, Gandhi. So you can see, taking these 3 things, M, K and Gandhi, we are just interchanging and printing. So once you find M, K, Gandhi, these 3 things, our job is done. Only after that we'll see how we can print those things. So now our job is to find M, K and Gandhi. That is to extract M, to extract K and to extract Gandhi. So one way you can do is by extracting word, which we did in previous programs. You have to extract the word. Caret of 0 will give you the first letter. But here we are going to use the index of. It will make the program more short and easier. So first what we'll do, we'll extract M from the string. M is nothing but the first character. So let us take a variable char C1. C1 means the first character. This can be done using the caret function. Caret of 0. Caret of 0 means the first character of a string. It will give you M. If you take Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi as the input, it will give you M. Okay. Then we need to find K. So K is the middle word or the second word. So first what we will do, we'll use index of. To find index of, we'll take int because index of returns integer value. Let it be I1, I for index, of the first space. This is the first space. The word after the first space is the word we require now. So we will find the location of the first space. We will write a dot index of space. So it will return the index of the first space. And now we'll extract the word string w2 or the word number 2 equal to a dot substring of I1 plus 1. I1 plus 1 means this is I1 plus 1 means it will extract the whole thing, Karamchand Gandhi. But we need only K. So next time what we'll do, we'll find the second character, that is caret of, that is from Karamchand Gandhi, K will be extracted. K is done. What is left? Gandhi is left. And Gandhi is present after the second space. So now we'll find the location of the second space. So I'll copy paste this, it's the same formula. I2 is the index of the second space. And here we'll be using last index of. Last index of means it will start searching from behind. From behind, this is the first space. So it will give the location of this space. and we have to extract Gandhi. So it will be string W3, that is a word 3, equal to a dot substring of I2 plus 1. So here we'll get M, here we'll get K, and here we'll get Gandhi. So all the three are extracted. Now our job is to print them. System.out.println. First we need to print M dot K dot Gandhi. That is C1 plus C2 plus dot plus the last word is present in W3. So this will give the output of the first one. Let us check if we are getting the first one, okay? Then we'll do the rest. Compile, close. See, we are getting the answer, MK Gandhi. Now what we need to do is just change the position of C1, C2 and W3 so that we'll get the rest of the thing. So we have 6 print statements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First one is done. For the second one we have M Gandhi K. That is C1, W3 and C2. Next one it is KM Gandhi. That is C2, C1, W3. Then it is K Gandhi M. That is C2, W3 and C1. K Gandhi M. Then we have Gandhi MK. That is W3 Gandhi, then M, that is C2, and AM is present at C1. M is present in C1 and K is present in C2. Next is Gandhi KM. So it will be W3, C2 and C1. You just have to interchange the position, so we'll get our desired output. So now let us run and see if our answer is completely correct. We'll take Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. See, MK Gandhi, M Gandhi K, KM Gandhi, K Gandhi M, Gandhi MK and Gandhi KM. So our program is correct. So now I'll explain you this manually. So in string A we have Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay. In C1 we are finding the caret of 0. Caret of 0 means this one. In C1 now we will have M. In I1 we are trying to find the index of the space. Means the first occurrence of the space. This one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in I1 we will have 7. Then we are trying to find substring of I plus 1. I plus 1 means 7 plus 1, that is 8. Substring 8. This is location 8. From here everything will be extracted. So in the variable W2 we'll have Karamchand Gandhi. And from the new string present in W2 we are finding caret of 0. Means this location. So in C2 we'll have K. Next we are finding the last index of space, means it is talking about this position. So in I2 we'll have, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So here in I2 we'll get 18. Now we are trying to extract 18 plus 1 from 19 onwards, means from G. So in W3 we'll have, so now we have M, we have K, we have Gandhi. The only thing we need to do is print them as per the required order and our program is over. So now let us move to the next question. So our next question is, write a program using string function to input any word and print the same in alphabetical order. So now what you need to do is you have to input any word and you have to print in alphabetical order. For example, if you input class alphabetical order means from A till Z. A, then C, then L, then S, then S. You will get the answer as ACLSS in alphabetical order. Any word. It can be any word, but it will be arranged in alphabetical order. So first I will write the program for you and then I will explain. We'll create a class S14, that is string question number 14, class S14 public void DNM. We'll take string A to input the word. Done. Now let us start writing the program. So now we'll take a for loop which will start from A and it will end at Z. That is all the alphabets. We're taking a word which will contain only alphabets. So before that we need to convert the string into uppercase so that it will be easier to solve. And we also need to find the length. A dot length. So now we'll take another loop. This is a nested loop program. In this loop, in the inner loop, we are going to extract the characters of the word. So it will go till less than length. So we'll find the character, the first character of J, where J will be 0, 1, 2 and all the characters will be extracted. Now after extracting, we'll check if this character is equal to I. And remember here I is of char type and also C. So if it is equal, what we will do? We will join this in a string ns where ns is to store the new word. String ns equal to null. And finally, after everything is over, we are going to print the new word which is in alphabetical order. So now I will run this program and we'll check if our program is correct. Then I am going to explain you manually. Okay, let us input class. So answer should be ACLSS. See, ACLSS, we are getting the answer. Now let us understand how it is being done. So in string A we have class. I had taken a small letter, so I am converting into uppercase, so it will become CLASS, so that it is easier to solve. Next, we are going to find the length. Here length is 5, and now we are taking a loop from A to Z. Loop I will be A, then I plus plus, automatically A will become B. That is A plus plus. Means it will take the ASCII value, that is 65 for capital A, plus 1 it will be 66. Again it will get converted to character, that is B automatically. 66 is the character B. It will be done automatically through typecasting. So the next character will be, then plus plus, it will be C, and it will go till Z. So now in I we have capital A. In the inner loop we are going to extract each character and check if it is A or not. If it is A, we are going to print it. So here I have taken from A to Z. That means I have taken in alphabetical order. In this loop we are creating the alphabetical order. In case the program is asking you for a reverse alphabetical order from Z to A, then you need to change this as Z. This will be greater than equal to A, I minus minus. You just have to reverse the loop and your program will be done. So here we are going to extract each character and check if it is equal to A or not. If it is equal to A, we are going to join in the string. So J is 0. In 0 we have C. Is C equal to A? No. Then L will come. L equal to A? No. Then A will be extracted. A equal to A? Yes. So in NS, A will be stored. Then S equal to A? No. S equal to A? No. So next time when I value increases, it will become B, and now we are going to check if any B is there in the string. So C will be extracted again. It will start from 0, the inner loop, 0 till less than L. So again, character of 0, character of 1, character of 2, all the characters will be extracted, and it will check if it is equal to B. So here everything will be false. So nothing will be added to the variable NS. Then C will come. So there is a C. So C will be joined. If you remember, we have already done this question in class 9. That is to arrange a number in ascending and descending order. For example, if you have 726, then it will be 267 in ascending order, and in descending order it will be 762, which we did in nested loop chapter, if you remember, the last page of your notes. The same question is for alphabets. It is the same program, only in that program we are taking from 0 to 9 or from 9 to 0 according to ascending or descending. Here we are going to take A to Z. In that program we are extracting each digit. In this program we are extracting each character or alphabet and checking it. Or else it is the same program which we did in class 9. Only here from 0 to 9 it will be A to Z, because here we are talking about alphabets, and here we are not extracting digits, but here we are extracting alphabets and checking it. Or else the whole program is same. It is the same concept. Okay, understood? Now let us move to the next question. Question number 15 says you have to input a string and count the number of uppercase alphabets, lowercase alphabets and special characters. We have already done this program which I gave in the output question to find the number of uppercase, number of lowercase and special characters. So we are not going to solve it again. The answer is already given. Similarly, for question number 16, I have already given you the answer. That is, you have to convert the uppercase to lowercase and vice versa. It has already been solved. Now we are going to solve question number 17. This is a program to enter your name and print its ASCII code. So we are going to question number 17 directly. The question says, write a program to enter your name and print it in ASCII code. It is a very simple program. That is, you have to enter your name. You have to extract one character and find the ASCII code of that particular character. Basically alphabet, because your name contains alphabet. So you have to print the ASCII code of those alphabet. So let us write the program for this. So it will be S17, class S17, public void DNM. We'll take a string A to store your name. First we'll find the length of your name, A dot length. We'll take a for loop, I equal to 0 till L I plus plus, where we are going to extract the characters first. C equal to A dot caret of I, so that we can extract each character. You also need to declare the variable I and the character variable C. Done. After extracting the character, we have to convert this to an integer form, that is the ASCII value. ASCII value is nothing but integer form of a character. So let us take the variable D, and this is variable C. So D is an integer type variable which will store the ASCII value of the character. So C is character and D is integer. This is smaller data type, this is bigger data type. So here automatic typecasting will be happening and the ASCII value will be stored automatically. Then our job is to print them. System.out.println D, where D is the ASCII value. If you want, you can use print and it will be printed in single line, but println will be better. And our program is done. What we need to do? Extract characters, convert it to integer and print it. Nothing to explain here. Let us run this program. So I'll input my name and see it is printing the ASCII value. D, it is 68, I, it is 105, and remember I had given small I. So if it is capital, it will give the capital ASCII values. If it is small, it will give small ASCII values. So our program is done. It is very easy program. There is nothing to explain here. You just have to take a loop, extract each character, convert it to integer form. It is implicit or automatic typecasting, and just print it. That's all. So now let us move to the next question. Here it is asking you to find the ASCII code of the following Java characters, that is A, B, 8, less than and exclamation. It is the same program. Here it has asked to give your name. Here it has already given the string. So here we are going to take the string A and it contains AB8 less than and exclamation. That's all. It is the same program. The only difference is here you are asking the user for his name. Here, since the value is already given, you are taking it directly. That's all. You have to just extract and print it. Let us run this program. See, we are getting the ASCII values of the given characters. So this completes question number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. In the next class, we are going to solve question number 19 and 20. And this much program is enough for you to do well in your board exam. In the future classes, I will giving you some more assignment based on string, and we are also going to have an exam on this chapter. Have a nice day. Thank you.